Hi, this is Steve Hutchinson with Hutchinson Family Offices, and today I have Allison Moore, our newest team member. And Allison just recently joined us about a month ago?
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
didn't take long to get you in the seat, did it?
No, it didn't. I was excited.
So, well, that's good. And you know, I know we're all here, we're pleased to have you part of the team. But let's learn a little bit about you. Now, you have two children.
Three.
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 Okay, well, see, that's good.
Had a bonus.
Okay, three. All right, so tell me about your family.
So my husband and I have been married for 22 years. We actually met when I was 12 years old. He played football with my brother in college, and just took me a little while to convince him to love me back. But we got married in 2000 and then had our oldest when we were married for about 2 years. And she is at NC State University now, so I have a freshman in college, and then one in 11th grade and one in 9th grade. So.
Okay, so let's talk about your oldest daughter. Is she got a line of study at NC State right now? Some aspirations going? I hope so, for how much you have to pay to go there.
Yeah, absolutely. It is not cheap, but yeah, she's majoring in communications with a minor in Spanish.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, that's going to be an interesting twist. Maybe a little Univision action. I don't know. Let's figure out.
She could work anywhere.
Yeah. Now, and your other children, one's a junior.
Yeah, Kaiten is a junior at Northwest, and she is now just trying to figure out what she wants to do.
Right.
Does she want to go to college? Where does she want to go? And we assured her that Macy, our oldest, did not know at 11th grade either. So.
Yeah, so there's a lot. There's people start. I have a lot of children. All my kids start out. We never pushed them into college.
Yeah.
So some people.
Yeah.
It's good for them. So your third one.
Third one, Cameron. She's our youngest. We have three girls, so they're
all three girls.
All three girls. Yeah, a very expensive household that we have.
But we'll
yeah,
be one day too.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, she's a freshman, so she just started high school, coming out of COVID. Now she's just happy to be in person.
Now is she going Northwest as well?
She is. She's at Northwest also.
Now tell me about your husband.
So my husband, James, he went to college with my brother, like I said. He played football. He is a financial analyst, so he is very used to working with numbers and that sort of thing. He works over at Revolution Mill in Greensboro. So yeah.
So how long have you lived in the Greensboro area?
So I originally migrated to North Carolina in 1993. I'm from Virginia, as is my husband.
Okay.
I'm from Lynchburg, Virginia, and he is from out near the southwestern part of Virginia, out near Bristol and Abingdon.
Okay.
So in 1993, I graduated and went to Elon, and that's what kind of got me down here in North Carolina. And once I got here, I never went back.
So you went to school in Elon?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you study at Elon?
I started in accounting, and then I just migrated over to business and marketing and graduated in their Love School of Business program and was very close to having a minor in history. I needed one more class, but I figured I wouldn't do anything with a history minor.
And prior to coming to our team, what was your job?
So I've done a lot of things, but most recently, I was in ministry. So I worked for our church, and I worked for them for 11 years. I started with the babies and the parents. And
name of your church?
The Summit Church.
Summit Church.
It is the Summit Church. We used to have just one location in Kernersville, and now we have another location in Oak Ridge. So I was actually affiliated with both of them. I started in Kernersville with our peak age children, which are babies. And then once we launched Oak Ridge, they asked me to lead their elementary. So that's Kids Summit. So it's kindergarten through 5th grade, and I did that for 8.5 years.
Okay, you still attend that church?
I do.
Okay, but you don't have to work there?
I don't. I just volunteer. I work there, just don't get paid now.
Just don't get paid. Okay, well that's good. Now, your primary role here is to describe your position, your title and your position to everybody.
I think it's evolving. I'm excited to just jump in and help. I don't know if you are familiar, if anybody's familiar with Enneagram. Some people are. I'm an Enneagram 2, which means I'm a helper. So I like to help people. I like to help people internally and externally. So I'm going to be helping with marketing a lot. I'm also going to be helping Sherry with their clients that come in on that side of the business. And then basically just be here to help anybody, whether they call in, come in, or whether they need something in the office.
And there's a big learning curve here as you're starting to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think that's what's exciting is that I don't bring any baggage from any other company. So
Right.
I'm basically just a sponge. I'm excited to learn something new. I am, don't tell anybody, in my 40s, and finally figuring out what I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah.
So this is very exciting to me. I know Sherry and I had a conversation, and we were talking about just being in ministry, and that is all about just coming alongside of people at whatever phase they're in their life, whether they're in kindergarten or whether they're 40 years old. And I love that's what this company does, is that we come alongside of families and just help them, like leave a legacy, and that's what's most exciting to me.
Well, family offices is a very unique and differently structured than a standard firm that might be providing broad-based financial planning services.
Yeah.
There's so much involved here that I'm sure you're learning. You know, we've got, of course, right now, at the time we're doing this video, we're right in the middle of tax
Taxes.
season. And so there's a lot that revolves around the tax planning of what we do.
Yeah.
And then, of course, day to day, we have our investment team and we have all these others. So have you had much of a chance to interact with the employees yet?
Absolutely. And I think that's what I wish all of the clients could see what happens in these walls, is that every conversation really revolves around the client, what their needs are, what's best for them.
Right.
So that's what has impressed me most, is one, the integrity of this office, the office culture. Everybody likes each other. It really is a family within a family office. And the people are very professional, and they always have the best interest of the client in mind. And that's what impresses me most. Only being here
And
for
you
a
have
month.
some education you got to get behind you too while you're here.
Absolutely. So right now I'm right in the middle of the FPQP. Which,
Certified Financial Paraplanner.
absolutely. It's very tongue twisty, but
Yeah.
it will be exciting. I'm learning lots of new things. I used to be in the insurance world before, so some of that is familiar in the insurance segment.
Right.
The other pieces are the financial parts of it. Surprisingly, since I was originally an accounting major, it excites me. It's very intriguing to learn new things.
Well, I'm glad I'm glad you're enjoying that part of it, because working here, as you're learning now early on, is a process of learning. I mean, you really have to invest your time and self into a lot of the technology that we use and things of that nature, and you're starting to get your toes wet with our technology
Absolutely,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. Okay, well, you know, we're really excited about having you on our team, Allison, and you have a great background. You know, we enjoy having you. I'd like for you to, if you have a chance to come by and visit Allison, if you do come by the office, not many of our families come by and talk to us, but if they do, I'd love for them to meet Allison, take the time to meet her. And I hope that this video has given you a little bit more background about her and what's important to her. Thank you, and that'll do it for this one. Thank you.